Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. All right, guys, today is the first of the month. It's November the 1st, 2022, Tuesday. Let's get started. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one, honestly, it's an 8. It was a really solid episode. So we start off with Chase and Chance, and I'm thinking about Chase from General Hospital. I'm sorry. Chance and Abby. Baby, Chance said, I done got the night off early. I'm finna sit down here, have me a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a refreshing drink, give me something to snack on. I'm not going home tonight. I don't want to deal with it. That's what I heard. Chance, and then Chance saw nothing wrong with what he did, because when he saw Abby, he was like, hey. And she was like, hello, what are you doing here? He said, I thought you had to work. He said, oh yeah, the steak off got called off. I think I got to leave early because the suspect got caught trying to shoplift or something. And she said, so you didn't come home? And he said, no, I wanted to have, be alone a little bit before I came on home. And she said, oh, so now you can't get space and everything at home? I said, here we go. This mess is all about Victor Butt taking Ashlyn's body and putting it in their car in the river. This is their marriage. Abby, when you want to find out why your marriage ended, it's over, why you're cheating with Devon, because that's what's gonna happen. While you're doing all this, you could trace it back to your daddy, because your daddy wanted to interfere and wouldn't let Nick just fall, be convicted of killing Ashlyn, even though charged with killing Ashlyn, even though Nick was going to get off on the charges because it was self-defense. So he was going to get off, but your daddy couldn't let him do it. So when you want to know why your marriage fell apart, trace it right back to him, because Chance is not over the fact that he had to lie. He is not over the fact that he had to set aside his morals, set aside what makes him the character that he is, like makes his character who he is, set aside his personal beliefs and his belief system for your dad. And he feels like every time I turn around, you like, it's family. The man is wanting to work too, girl. He like, every time I turn around, you always on me about my job. You know what the kind of job I had when you got with. Like, you know what type of job it was. You said you was going to be okay with it. But then I'm not biased, y'all. I'm not biased, because I could see Abby's side of it, where she says, listen, yes, I did know the type of job you were going to be doing. But because Abby did tell him, do what's best for you when it came to the Victor thing. And she was even making peace with the fact that he might turn her dad in. Now, she was relieved when he didn't, but she was making peace with it because she didn't want to ruin her marriage behind whatever was going on. But it ruined it anyways, because y'all are not in sync. She wants a man that will come home at night. That's what the bottom line is. She wants a man that will come home at night, and he wants a woman that understands work is important as well. Yes, it's about family. Of course, I love my family, but can I enjoy doing what I do? And y'all not going to enjoy doing this. And so Abby get all in her feelings, and she crying. Chance is all in his feelings, like, I'm trying to tell you, you don't understand me. And then Abby says, well, listen, how about this? How about I take myself home and leave you here to get your space and your air and everything you trying to get? And he like, come on, like, no, Abby. And she like, no, I'm good. And so she leave, y'all. I said that all to say Abby left him sitting right there. The marriage is messed up. That's what it is. Baby, this didn't make any sense. Nate and Victoria. Now you left the office where you could have ironed out any deals you had about him coming to work for you, to go to a public place and do this. It just didn't make any sense. But I'm gonna roll with it. So he talking about, I want PTO, I want to parking close to the elevator, and I want this and that. And she said, okay, I can make it happen for you. And so then he say, okay, it's all good. And she said, yes, all good. And she said, welcome as the new CEO of Chancellor Newman Media. And at this moment, Devon walks in and he said, you got to be kidding me. He said, I got it. I see what's going on here. Nate's getting paid off. And she said, what are you talking about, Devon? This is not Lily. This is Victoria. What are you talking about, Devon? And Devon said, I see what's going on. You're rewarding him for betraying his family. And Nate is he trying to keep Victoria out of this. Devon, this is between me and you. This ain't got nothing to do with Victoria. Let's just keep it between you and I already confessed. I told you what I did. That you don't have to worry about who the CEO was. And Devon said, I don't have to worry about who the CEO was. I'm sitting here looking at who the CEO it was that, you were selling the information for. He said, it's between, Nate told Devon, it's between you and I. And Devon said, no, it's between me, you, and her, because she's the CEO that tried to come after my company, Neil's company. All y'all talking about all this loyalty and I want to respect Neil's memory and all that. He said that's coming after his company that he built. You think that's respect? He said Newman, when Neil was working with Catherine and Victor, he would never have did that. Because he showed loyalty. And what I heard Victoria say is, it's a new day. Those are not the same players. These are not the same companies. It's all fair. And she said, I think Neil will understand his business. And that's when Devon was like, you got the right one. Because he was just pretty much like, okay, fine then. If you want to play it this way, this is exactly how we're going to play it. He said, but watch your back, because I'm sure this man that betrayed his family and you're rewarding him for that because, he did it for you. I'm sure being just CEO of Newman Media is not going to be enough. So he'll be after your job. And then Devon walks off because he said what he had to say. And so then we see Lily. Why do I keep calling this girl Lily? Victoria and Nate talking. He's like, I don't think this is over. And she says, well, we knew Devon was going to find out. It's good that he went ahead and found out early. And, he's going to have hurt feelings about it, but we've moved on. And I said, girl, no, you haven't. Because even Devon said, he was like, I was thinking it was Tucker. Never would I have thought it would be you. And so, yeah, she's like, well, Devon is just going to have to move on. I said, girl, Devon gonna come for you. He finna team up with his daddy. That's what I think is gonna happen. So then we go to Devon and Abby. So Abby is at the restaurant or whatever, and Devon is about to call Amanda because I said he finna get these paperwork going. So they're at the restaurant, and she's there, and she's knocking over her lemons and everything because she's frustrated with Chance. And he's like, Abby, is everything okay? So I said, continuing to set it up so these two can be together. So then we see Lily and Adam comes in and he says, I just saw Billy leaving with Chelsea, and I think he said something to upset her. And Lily is just like, cutting the story short, she just said, what do you want me to do, Adam? Because he says Billy always is around Chelsea. He thinks he knows her better than I do. I'm sure he said something to upset her. I said, you and Billy saying the same things about each other. And she was like, I know you're just trying to get information from me. He was like, she's the mother of my child. This is not business. This has nothing to do with my resentment. This is like that's family. She's my son's mom. I need to know what's going on with her. And Lily said, you just want me to give you some information and tell you what I know, but I'm not telling you anything. He says, have you heard from Billy? And then she get up and leave. I said, Adam, this girl can't tell you nothing because she don't know what's going on. Billy left her at this club right along with Chelsea leaving you. Now, what I will say is, Billy, you could have called the girl and told her, hey, something's going on with Chelsea. I'm gonna have to hit you back. Or even not call her, text her and say, Chelsea's in a bad way. I had to go. Say something because she trying to reach him. I said, you, Adam, she can't help you. She don't know. So then Adam, he goes to Sharon's. Now Sharon is there, but she about to leave because Billy has called her and told her, listen, I need you to get over to Chelsea's as soon as possible. And Don't tell anybody. So she on her way over to Chelsea's, right? And then Adam comes in and he asks her, have you seen Chelsea and Billy? And she says, no. And he says, I'm just worried about Chelsea and I don't know what part Billy is playing in this. But Sharon just pretty much tells Adam, I don't have time for this right now, but I'm sure Chelsea is going to get the help that she needs. So then we see Chelsea and Billy. So he gets her into the hotel room, her room, and she pretty much goes off on him and she tells him, you didn't have the right to stop me from doing what I wanted to do, from, unaliving herself. And he says, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I couldn't let you go through with that. And so then he starts bringing up, like, what about Connor? And she's like, don't mention his name, because she doesn't want to have to deal with the fact that what she would have done was going to hurt him. She was like, I finally found a way to end my pain. And here you come messing it up. And so she's frustrated with him about that. And they just have a conversation about, like, you're needed here. We love you. But she's livid with Billy at this point, and she wants him to leave. And he says, I'm not leaving you like this. And so then then Adam shows up and he's knocking at the door. They don't let him in. He's texting, he's calling both of their phones, and they're not updating him about anything. So of course that leaves frustration with Adam. But Chelsea really just doesn't want to be around anyone. She doesn't even want to be around Billy. And so Billy is just like, just lay down. I'm not leaving you. So just lay down, and they'll talk about it in the morning. So Chelsea finally just gets in the bed. And so then we see Billy calls Lily and he tells her, I'm sorry I had to leave. Chelsea's not good. And Billy is frustrated at this point because she's like, what, Billy, what is going on with Chelsea? What is happening? But he won't tell her. He just tells her, she's in a bad way and I'm not coming home tonight. I have to stay with her. He doesn't feel safe leaving her by herself because he knows what she's going to do. And so he gets off the phone with Lily and Lily's just frustrated. And so then we see Sharon and Billy. She makes it there and he tells her everything that happened. And she's like, oh my gosh, I knew she needed help, but I didn't know it was this bad. She said, so I'm going to go in and talk to her. So they go in. And Chelsea's up at this point, and she tells Sharon, I don't know what Billy told you, but I'm good. Like, I don't need any help. And Sharon just tells her, Chelsea, yes, you do. And we want to make sure that that pain you're feeling inside, all the hurt that you get past, we want to help you get past that so you can feel the love of the people who love you and care for you, like me, like Billy, all those people. And so that was the episode today, guys. It was a really good episode. It was solid. Listen, Chelsea is playing the mess out of this role. Like, she really is. And I love how Young and the Restless is handling mental health. They're not using it for like shock value. Does that make sense? They're not used like, because some soaps, like I'm thinking about one for soap in particular, they use the downward spiral of someone as like a rating booster shot. And Young and the Restless, it feels like they really took this seriously, and that's how they're portraying it, and I appreciate that. So anyways, guys, that was what happened on the soaps Young and the Restless edition. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.